Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 news video. I do want to give a big thank you to my Discord members who alerted me to the fact that the update 1.46 car content actually got leaked early ahead of the whole reveal at 4 PM UTC, with Skoda obviously unveiling their Vision Gran Turismo car. Now I am pleased to report that it isn't just the Skoda VGT, and there is actually two other vehicles alongside this Skoda and the update itself. Now just a quick side note, I cannot confirm the likes of new tracks or any other specific content with this update at this present moment. It seems that just the cars and the images got leaked for now. I also want to give a shout out for the article over on Gran Turismo Planet, where this seemed to be where I was kind of linked to by all of my Discord members, so I'll have the link to the article itself down in the description. So again, I'll just hammer this point home. This is just purely a leak for the 3 vehicles coming with this update only. I cannot comment on anything else from the update, at least at this present moment. If there is any other significant content later on during that Skoda reveal, I will make a separate video on that later today, talking about that content. However, if not, I'll just talk about all the content when we get the full patch notes, which will release tomorrow morning alongside the actual update release itself. So here we go. It seems that this is a recurring theme for Gran Turismo updates. It hasn't happened in a while, but it does seem that one of the official PlayStation accounts has jumped the gun and released images for update 1.46. This is clearly, as you can see, from PlayStation Poland, and it goes on to mention 3 new vehicles coming to the game. As you can see, we do have the Skoda VGT, which is set to be fully revealed, and also reveals that it isn't just the shade of red that we've been seeing, that it does also come in other colours. And in fact, now I'm seeing it in person, it does look much better than I originally expected from the concept images. We also have the Sony car itself, or the polyphony car, whatever you want to call it, which is the AFEELA, which is made in conjunction with Honda. Unfortunately, another EV, so both the Skoda and the AFEELA being EV sort of vision cars. However, no need to fret, as there is also a very cool car in this update, and one that came off the leaked car list, and one that I'm very excited for, the Chevy Chevelle. So this pretty much puts to bed the rumours that it was just going to be this Skoda VGT with this update, and that would be it, considering the sort of whole presentation a little bit later on with that car. However, in terms of, sort of skipping the silhouettes, I'm not sure why that was the case. However, I did see a post, I believe yesterday, from Kaz that is over in Prague anyway, which makes sense for the unveiling of this car. So maybe it's just been out there a while and kind of forgot to put the silhouettes up, or maybe they just tried to want to keep this whole Skoda VGT situation a complete secret. Not like it's really been the best secret, considering there has been images of this vehicle in concept form and articles on it for around about a year and a half at this point, with Skoda originally, denying that it would ever come to Gran Turismo 7. However, there it is in in-game form. So overall, there is some fairly decent and exciting cars here. Now the AFEELA, whilst it is probably going to be a very boring car to drive, it is a very cool step in terms of the technology. This is obviously a partnership between Sony, PD, and Honda themselves, who's gone on to create this car, which is sort of a rolling infotainment system. I'm pretty excited for that one in VR, mainly just to see what quirky, weird features it does actually have. Again, really not too bothered about driving EVs in the game, as to be totally honest, I don't feel they really have their own place to be that useful in game, but I can appreciate a car that kind of, I guess, collaborates the project. So in this update, we obviously have Skoda coming in the game, which is a big deal, and hopefully we will start to see more of their historic racing cars down the line. We have the AFEELA, which is sort of a big collaboration between Sony, Honda, and basically is a very special sort of one-off car, which is becoming a real production car a little later down the line. And then we have my personal favorite, and I think everybody's personal favorite, one of my favorite American muscle cars of all time, the Chevy Chevelle SS. That has been on the leaked car list for the longest time, and I am so happy to finally see it in game in all its detail and absolute beauty. So originally my expectations for this update were absolutely on the floor, and whilst this doesn't really seem like the best update in terms of overall cars, there is some decent things here. For me, I think the Skoda looks better, at least much better than I originally expected and better than the concept images. The AFEELA is a pretty cool collaboration between Sony and Honda to get this pretty wacky and weird car out there, and I'm very interested to see what that car actually does. The Chevelle itself is obviously just absolutely incredible. So overall, this just seems like it was a leak purely for the cars. Now, in terms of tracks and other content, like I mentioned at the beginning, I am not going to speculate anything, and I'm not going to try and stir any rumors up. For me, it would make sense if they were going to get extra additions in there, that they would make a big deal of it whilst they're revealing this Skoda. However, this is Polyphony and they probably won't go ahead and do anything like that, and I don't really think they have anything in the works, or at least ready to go as of now. And because of those images that were in the sort of leak post, I haven't seen anything that says to me that there's a new track coming in this update or any other series content. So I'm going to stay on the sort of reserved side of that for now, at least, until anything is concrete through either trailers or we see anything major in the patch notes tomorrow morning when the game actually updates properly. Whilst for me the most logical way of Polyphony doing this and making a big spectacle of an update would be to do it when they've got all eyes on them with something like this Skoda VGT reveal that they're doing over in the Czech Republic, I believe, in Prague. But this is Polyphony again, and they don't do things usually in the most logical way. So again, I'm going to reserve my judgments until I've seen more. In terms of the cars, the Chevelle for me is the highlight of the bunch. The Skoda, it could be pretty cool, but again, that's 2 EV cars out of the 3 vehicles coming. So who knows for now? But again, anything else is just purely speculation. The post itself doesn't give away anything more than, you know, the 3 cars itself. Neither do any of the screenshots. So for now, I'm going to say that probably nothing else, I guess, special will come with this update. But again, I'll wait until, you know, 4 PM UTC to see if anything's given away there, or the patch notes themselves, which will release tomorrow morning. So just a final comment, it does seem that the leak itself is fully legit. All the screenshots make sense. They line up with the typical view that we do see from Polyphony, obviously, when it comes to screenshots of trailers and, you know, posts and stuff on Twitter and that. So it does seem fully legit. There's nothing that makes me suspicious of this, and it does seem to come from official accounts. This has happened in the past and prior, and I'm probably sure it will happen again down the line. But in terms of a video later on the update, whenever a trailer or anything drops, if there is anything significant from the trailer or in the blog post that typically accompanies it, I'll make that video later on today. If not, I will be back tomorrow as we deep dive into the patch notes to see everything, both major and minor, coming with update 1.46 to Gran Turismo 7. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Take care, guys. Peace.